Jong shook hands today with the president of South Korea. It's a milestone for the Koreas. Yo Jong is the first member of her family to visit South Korea since the Korean War.
A short-lived government shutdown, but a shutdown nonetheless. Congress approved a 2-year budget deal early this morning. The shutdown was about 6 hours long. The night was filled with drama, with Republican Senator Rand Paul protesting the $300 billion bill because it adds to the federal government debt. And notably missing from the bill, though, was a long-term solution for the DACA program.
It does nothing to even advance, even with a commitment, without having passed the legislation first, to advance bipartisan legislation to protect dreamers.
Well, President Trump tweeted that he signed that bill and also says it's fortunate DACA wasn't included in the bill, but that negotiations start now. As the DACA dreamers remain in a holding pattern, dozens of immigrants saw their dream of becoming American citizens a reality today in the tri-state. Our Julie O'Neill joins us from a naturalization ceremony held at St. Dominic Catholic School in Delhi Township.
The students at St. Dominic get this lesson in patriotism year after year, but in this political climate, at least one woman becoming an American today is particularly grateful. The words of St. Dominic's choir never rang more true than this day for Natalie Cornejo.
I can't believe this day is already here.
Cornejo was younger than these bright-eyed students when her parents came to the U.S. from Venezuela.
I was about 7 months old. My dad was looking for a new opportunity.
God save the United States in this honorable court. Please be seated.
You might say Cornejo built on her parents' sacrifice, rehabbing houses since graduating college in finance. She just sold one.
And I am starting renovations on a house that was built in 1806. Every little success that I have probably feels a little bit different than to most people.
Cornejo wants to see everyone coming here wanted enough to work for it.
I think there needs to be an important verification and check so that the people that do come to the United States do want to be here are here because they've been working, they have a future, and they are going to benefit the country. I mean, I'm very proud to today become an American, and I hope that whoever will be entering the country will feel the same way too.
She also has a heart for people like her who've known no other land than this land.
I love this country. This is basically all I know, so I do believe that there should be a path for the children that came here somewhat without an option. It means everything. It's something that I felt and something that I've grown up feeling, growing up in the United States, and this is just that final seal and approval to finally not just feel like an American, but be one.
In all, 70 people from 36 countries became Americans at St. Dominic today. Our congratulations to all. In Delhi Township, Julie O'Neill, 9 on your side.
Thank you, Julie. We echo those sentiments. All right, if your Friday night plan included a ride on the streetcar, you are in luck. Streetcar service resumed after a couple of days of icy conditions that prevented the cars from running.
And of course, Sherry Hughes now with us. And Sherry, that must mean with the streetcar running again, at least the ice is melting off the wires and everything else out there.
Listen,
hopefully.
my friend, we are in the 50s right now.
Nice.
Ice and 50s do not go together, okay? So we're talking a nice thaw out across the tri-state and but some areas across the region still dealing with a lot of frozen precipitation. It is snow from New York all the way down to southern Illinois, and it's some rain on the southern ends of that. As we put the satellite and radar into motion, you see we're getting most of the clouds from this system. It is a cold front and it is diving southward, and as it does, we'll get the rain tomorrow. The temperatures are in the 30s to our north around Fort Wayne. We're in the 50s, near 60 down in Louisville. So yes, it is just going to be rain. As we go through the evening, a nice evening for you temperature-wise as we will settle in the 40s there, but the rain will move in tomorrow. And along with those showers, yeah, gloomy Saturday. Then we're going to see a little bit of a wintry mix possible on Sunday. It looks very minor right now, but we'll highlight it in more detail in just a few minutes. And next week, wow, yeah, spring is only 39 days away, and it's going to feel like spring is almost here with those temperatures that we'll show you. That's just ahead.
All right, Sherry, thank you. So check this out, 8 hours to eat, and that's it. We are on your side with this new health trend, the physical and the mental demands of it.
And later at 5, why police in Ohio believe this woman might be scouting hospitals, attempting to steal a newborn.
Flipping the conventional dieting advice, a new health trend known as time-restricted eating or the 8-hour diet lets you eat the same foods, but you can only eat during an 8-hour time frame. Lexi Sutter explains the science behind the trend.
Jim Stagg is a fanatic about fitness and fasting.
I can tell you that I found something that works.
Jim started fasting about a year ago and says his results are life-changing.
When I intermittent fast, I'm wide awake. And if I want to go to sleep, I'll go to sleep. But after I get up, I'm on fire all day.
He typically never eats breakfast, saving the majority of his food intake for later in the day. And once a month, he does a 3-day fast. 3 days, no food.
It's a game. And you have to tell yourself, no, I'm not going to eat. I'm doing this for a reason because it's bettering my health.
Naturopathic Dr. Laura Glenn says fasting isn't for everyone, but her patients who follow the plan do very well.
For people that are looking to improve their blood sugar control, potentially lose a little bit of weight, basically you're trying to switch the body into burning fat for fuel instead of just relying on the foods that you're intaking over the course of a day.
Dr. Glenn advises time-restricted fasts for beginners. For example, following the 8-hour diet. Pick any 8 hours of the day to eat, then fast for the remaining 16.
Really, with the intermittent fasting, it's not about a calorie reduction. A lot of people are still eating the same number of calories. It's just compressed into a smaller time span.
A weight loss tactic, sure, but for people like Jim, fasting is a mental tool, increasing focus, preventing disease, and bettering overall health.
I feel great at 52 years old. I feel like right now I'm at the beginning of my life cycle.
All right, I'm a little skeptical. Like any diet, there are some drawbacks. Here are some potential side effects of fasting for days or hours at a time. Fasting and exercising at the same time may lead to dizziness and lightheadedness, among other things. Unlike what you heard moments ago, skipping breakfast is also associated with obesity, and there's some fear that people with eating disorders may binge eat after fasting.
And like with any diet or change in what you're doing, ask your doctor
Talk
for
with your
advice.
doctor, absolutely.
That
3
fasting
days.
thing, I
3
mean,
days.
I'm a creature of habit. I have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
See, I eat 2 meals
I
a
do.
day.
I have to eat.
I eat breakfast and dinner.
Yeah.
But
no, I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then I snack in between.
Just everything in moderation, right?
yes.
Healthy snacks.
Let's talk about the forecast. You know, today I was in the backyard doing some stuff, and I felt like it was raining outside because everything was melting off the trees that were above me.
Yeah, and aren't you happy about that? Yeah, we get a nice little break.
Nice
I mean, it was pretty well. It lasted, that glistening ice
Well,
on the tree
it's
limbs,
not
but
completely gone, of course, but it is looking better in the 7-day. My friends, let's go out and take a look at it because, it's going to be a decent 7-day period, but we've got a couple of little hiccups. We're right now at 50 in Hamilton. We're at 52 in Covington, Harrison 48, 30 in Florence, and much of the area seeing those 40s and 50s. That is good news for us after starting in the 20s. We've got the sweep on, and as we take a look, the rain showers are to the north as well as a line of snow that's going to stay there, all because of this frontal boundary. It's coming through tomorrow. It will bring us rain tomorrow, and by Sunday, the cold air behind that might bring us a little bit of a wintry mix, perhaps a little rain, some sleet is possible, a little snow, but at this juncture, I don't think we're going to see much of anything sticking. Keep in mind, today we're in the 50s, tomorrow we're in the 40s. We're going to have very warm surface temperatures out there. Then we're going to dry out nicely for Monday. Let's take a look at how we go through the overnight period. The clouds are there. Likely we'll see some showers on Saturday morning into the afternoon. This is going to take a while to get out, but it's not a lot for us, but it's very plentiful for the folks to our east because they're looking at flood watches. Then by Sunday, we're dry in the morning, and look, you can see there in the afternoon as those temperatures start falling, there's a chance of getting a little wintry mix in here, and then that's gone and by Sunday evening. We'll keep watching that system, but at this juncture, I want to show you first rainfall totals look to be very light, anywhere in the order of maybe 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch across the area, with some higher totals down to the south and east of Cincinnati. That's where the heaviest rainfall. Then as we take a look at future view for snow, it is showing us maybe a dusting possible across the area. That's if it were to stick. But keep in mind, we're talking about very warm surface temperatures, so we're likely not going to see that occurring. But we will be tracking in the next couple of days to see if, or the next 24 hours to see if anything significant changes, and I don't believe it will. We'll be in the 30s tomorrow morning, low 40s in the afternoon to mid 40s for a high. We are now 39 days away from spring. Yeah, and when you see the 9 First Morning 7-day forecast, you're going to see that that's looking good. In fact, tonight we're down to 38 with the clouds. Tomorrow we're in the mid 40s there, and again it will be off and on periods of rain. Some of that will be heavier to the south and east, like Adams County, back down into Bracken, those areas. But for most of the tri-state, it's going to be a light rainfall. Here's your 9 First Morning 7-day forecast. It takes us even into Valentine's Day, and what we are seeing again is the possibility of that little wintry mix, but our high is at 37, likely early in the day on Sunday. Monday, though, sunshine, 40s. Tuesday, sunshine, 50s. Wednesday, sunshine, mid-50s for Valentine's Day. And at the end of the week, we're still looking at 50s there, but we're tracking the chance of some rain showers. Not a bad deal, I don't believe.
Not a bad stretch at all.
No, not at all. We'll take that for sure. Straight ahead, a puppy thrown down the stairs and severely injured.
The Middletown man who's now behind bars, his charges, and how that puppy is doing tonight.
And pregnancy scam. Hospitals on alert for a woman who might steal a baby. The suspect's longtime scheme that prompted this warning.
A 19-year-old Middletown man is charged with animal cruelty. Stephen Collins is accused of throwing a 12-week-old puppy down a flight of stairs. Not on Your Side first brought you this story 2 days ago. According to the Butler County Sheriff, one of Collins's parents surrendered the dog to Joseph's Legacy Rescue. The puppy had several broken bones. She is expected to survive, but she may lose a leg. Collins was arrested last night.
All right, there's some disturbing scams going on right now. It's under investigation in parts of Ohio. Hospitals are on alert for a woman. We're going to show you this woman here in just a minute who might be trying to steal an infant. And the suspect is the wife of a police officer. Take a look. This is Dawn Brown, who is accused of peddling lie after lie, taking donations from people who thought she was pregnant and terminally ill. Now, there are flyers up in Northeast Ohio hospitals warning folks to be on the lookout for her, and some of her confidants say the scheme has been going on for months.
Was talking about carrying triplets back in 2016, and then talked about carrying twins, and now it's one baby.
Brown's officer husband announced that he was retiring in the middle of an internal investigation.
A new consumer alert at 5. Meijer announced a recall of 6 store brand yogurts because they may contain particles of glass. The products were sold in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. The flavors include plain Greek yogurt and low-fat blueberry, among others. For a complete list, so you can check what's in your fridge right now, just visit WCPO.com/scene9. Okay, this has to be a first. 6 teenagers are running for governor in Kansas, and it's all because of a loophole. Kansas is one of 3 states that does not have an age requirement to run for the state's top leadership role. However, there is a proposed bill requiring candidates to be at least 18. But if passed, the law wouldn't go into effect until January of 2019. So these teenagers actually have a shot, Craig.
Well, they have high aspirations there. Good luck to them all. All right, showing you care without breaking the bank. If you are planning on doing some Valentine's Day shopping this weekend, John Matarese has you covered, of course. Thoughtful gifts for men and women, plus important tips before you buy any jewelry.
9 on Your Side starts now.
Cincinnati is one of these places that it has all the amenities of a big city while having a small hometown feel.
A true selling point and the possible reason why an Idaho couple is looking to make Cincinnati home. That couple is featured on tonight's episode of House Hunters on HGTV. Their search for a home filmed right here in the Queen City.
And 9 on Your Side's Jake Ryle spent the day house hunting himself to find out what the market is like for buyers and sellers.
We're on the hunt, looking for the perfect home.
Hi, I'm Walt Gibler with Coldwell Banker Westshell here at 110 East 13th Street. Let's go take a look.
Step inside this 2-bedroom, 2-bath, over-the-Rhine condo.
Gated parking here. We have a big balcony out back. So it's what you kind of look for in a condo down in OTR.
You can find exposed brick, beams, and industrial ductwork. It even features an open floor plan, something Gibler says is a must for many buyers.
They like entertaining. They like being able to be in the kitchen while everyone's in the living room right there watching the sports game.
It's something many on the HGTV show House Hunters want as well. The show airing an episode tonight of an Idaho couple moving to Cincinnati. They'll have a chance to look at 3 different properties, but be warned, right now it is a seller's market.
It's one of those that anything that's priced decently well here goes quickly. A lot of properties are sold before they ever hit the market because it's, oh yeah, I have a seller that's about to be listing. Oh, and this other agent has a buyer. And it's done before it ever even hits the market.
Jeannie Reeder has been in real estate for 26 years.
I just think Cincinnati is the greatest.
Its housing market hot. Interest rates still below 5%. They were double that when she first started. Homes on the market have gone up in value 6.8% from last year.
A property comes on the market, and if it's at all worthy of a contract, it's gone in 48 hours, pretty much. So multiple offers. A buyer has to be having their ducks all lined up in a row.
Both agents suggest going in with a game plan, but be willing to compromise so you don't get that 2-bath condo. They say there are plenty of other options out there, even in this seller's market. Why Cincinnati? These realtors say, why not?
I think there's just so much to offer here in Cincinnati that the places like a Chicago or an LA have at that small town feel where you feel like you can go out and talk to your neighbor and not worry about it. I just think it's an unbelievable place that you have a culmination of it all.
In Over the Rhine, Jake Ryle, 9 on your side.
We have some breaking news to share with you now on the Carlisle mother accused of burying her newborn baby in her backyard. Attorneys for Brooke Schuyler Richardson are trying to get her trial moved out of Warren County. Richardson is charged with aggravated murder. A pretrial conference for the case is scheduled for February 20th. Her trial is set to begin in April.
We have new developments at 5:30. The 16-year-old accused of shooting another teen in a Walmart parking lot could be tried as an adult. The shooting happened last month on Princeton Road. The teen is charged with aggravated robbery and felonious assault. Police call it a drug deal gone wrong. Because of the severity of the teen's charges and his age, he may be tried as an adult in this case. The teen's hearing is set for next month. We're going to let you know what happens. Traffic is now clear after a car overturned on the exit ramp at I-75 and Paddock Road. Take a look. Luckily, nobody was hurt in the crash, but this did cause some minor congestion. Cincinnati police are still investigating what made that car topple over.
A serial child predator who had been on the loose in Cleveland since 2016 has finally been caught thanks to a brand new investigative tool. It's called a familial DNA test, and it basically takes DNA gathered at a crime scene and makes a list of the top 100 fathers, brothers, or sons of that suspect based on the man's Y chromosome. From there, the list is compared to samples already in a criminal database, and in this instance, it cracked a case.
When we had a Y profile that matched the evidence, we were quite excited. When we determined that the offender was collected in the Cleveland area, we thought it might be good.
This is the first time familial DNA testing has ever been used in Ohio. The serial predator, identified as Justin Christian, was arrested and sentenced to 35 years in prison for rape and child abduction.
The number of murders in the city of Hamilton during 2016 hit a 4-year low, but this good news does not extend to other crimes in the city. Sex crimes rose slightly from 2015 to 2016. Car thefts also up, and there were more than 160 reports of those in 2016, and aggravated assaults rose sharply, 125 of them in 2016 compared to just 90 in 2015. New at 5:30, the head of the Cincinnati Department of Transportation has just announced that he is stepping down. Michael Moore has served as director for the last decade and first started working for the city back in 1994. Moore has overseen several major projects over the years, including infrastructure improvements at Lunken Airport, Blue Ash Airport, Fort Washington Way, just to name a few there. Moore is leaving his post to take a similar position in Raleigh, North Carolina.
An impressive show at the Olympic Games opening ceremony. You see it there. And much of the magic was created by drones. More than 1,200 automated drones, a world record, was used during today's kickoff broadcast from Pyeongchang, South Korea. The drones had LED lights attached to them and were able to take the shape of a snowboarder and even a bird flapping its wings. Intel, the company that made these drones, hopes that these could one day replace fireworks during a celebration.
Interesting. All right, a local stylist is headed to the Olympics, but she won't be competing for the gold. Instead, she'll fly more than 10,000 miles to South Korea to help pamper the athletes and make sure that they are camera ready. Betsy Porkerville works as a stylist at Procter & Gamble's Family Home, which provides free services for athletes and their families during the Olympics.
It's different in that, you know, you have like a celebrity athlete in front of you, but really they're appreciating the human touch. They're appreciating the pampering. They're appreciating a chance to just sit back and let someone else, you know, take care of them.
You can learn more about Betsy's experience and also get updates from South Korea right now on WCPO.com. They have to look good when they're wearing their medal and they're doing the red carpet stuff and the after parties and all that stuff.
$1 million.
Absolutely. All right, it is a miracle that she's even alive.
That's what firefighters said about a woman who crashed her car off a 3-story parking garage. Next at 5:30, the aftermath of this crash and the reason her car fell.
And the 30th annual Cincinnati Auto Expo is in full swing. We're going to give you a look at the standout cars you need to see this year.
I'm John Matteries. Looking for a great Valentine's Day gift that will go over well but won't cost a fortune? We've got some great ideas for you coming up on 9 on Your Side.
It is Friday. You made it. You're watching 9 on Your Side at 5:30.
You're watching 9 on Your Side at 5:30.
Take a look at this video. Somehow, a Houston woman survived after driving her car off of the 3rd floor of a parking garage. The fire department says the woman appeared to have hit the gas pedal instead of the brakes, forcing the SUV right over the edge. The car crashed down into an apartment below. The man who lives there was not hurt, thankfully. Fire crews say the woman in the car also managed to walk away from the scene.
All right, take a look at these beauties behind me. Nice cars. If you weren't able to get down to the Cincy Auto Show today, you still have a few more days to visit. This is the show's 30th anniversary, and there are some cars you certainly don't want to miss. One car you'll want to see up close and personal, the Audi R8 at the auto show's Dream Machine Boulevard. This is a car that can go from 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds. Man, I'd be in a lot of trouble if I had that car. All right, the show isn't just for people looking for a new ride either.
The best part is all the custom vehicles that we've got out in the other exhibits. So if you're not looking to buy a new car from a dealer, you're just looking to come and see some cool vehicles that people have sort of turned into their own thing, that's awesome too. We've got plenty of those as well.
All right, we have the top 4 cars you need to see at the auto show online right now at WCPO.com. But if you want to catch the show in person, it is at the Duke Energy Convention Center through Sunday. Tickets are $9 in advance, $11 at the door, and kids 12 and under are absolutely free.
One of the greatest things about shopping at LL Bean is its lifetime warranty. If your boots break after 5 years, they will usually replace them for free. But consumer reporter John Matteries tells us why that incredible warranty is about to come to an end. Sherry.
And our 50s, Kristen, will come to a brief end as we're looking at the cold core of air to the north. It's not coming all the way down to where we are, but it will give us enough cooling that we may see a little wintry mix by the end of the weekend. We'll give you the timeline for that in just a couple of minutes.
Looking for a great Valentine's Day gift that will go over well but won't cost a fortune? Consumer reporter John Matteries has 9 great ideas for you. But first, phone scams getting so slick, even doctors are falling for them, John.
Yes, Kristen, you know, we always say, who the heck would fall for a phone scam? Well, the answer is lots of people, including one doctor who got a call claiming she had missed jury duty and was about to get arrested.
She broke the law.
December 27th, you received a summons to appear in front of the federal grand jury. Are you aware of this? And I said, no, sir.
The caller said if Dr. Carrie Gannon paid a $3,000 fine, well, then charges would be dropped. So she withdrew cash from her bank. Then she bought money cards to pay for that fine. It was all a scam. She lost the money. Agents will never call you threatening arrest. Well, it's the end of an era at LL Bean, the company known for its lifetime warranty on those duck boots that last for decades. LL Bean said today it is ending its lifetime warranty on its products. You know, until now, you could return boots or a sweater 10 years later if the threads were pulling out, and you would get a new one. Well, Bean says too many people were abusing the warranty, making it a free lifetime replacement plan. Too bad. Valentine's Day is next Wednesday, but if you have no idea what to get your special someone, we are here to help. We went to Target's Oakley store today with a local shopping blogger to find you some great gifts that are also great deals. Every woman has a different idea of the ideal Valentine's Day gift. And no, it doesn't have to be a shiny new car.
Nice dinner out and flowers. Probably candies.
Shopping blogger Megan Fenno helped us find great affordable gifts, starting with the classic.
Most women like flowers. I think that's something that you can't go wrong with.
A dozen roses always works, but Megan says consider flowers that will last all spring.
I mean, these Calla lilies for $6.99, that's a great deal, and they're beautiful plants.
Now, this idea is real simple. Unlike flowers or jewelry, you'll get to enjoy it too. Megan says try a bottle of wine.
So you definitely cannot go wrong with wine. I think there's so many different fun varieties you can try.
A perfect companion to that wine, Megan suggests candles. I have no idea what to get my wife. Where should I start?
I would say if you don't know what to get your wife, maybe try thinking of some of the things that she likes, some of the things that she wears every day.
Then accessorize.
I would try jewelry, little accessories.
Cute earrings under $10. Add a scarf, $15.
I really like some of these scarves that are like the kind of a floral prints.
No Valentine's Day is complete without a heart-shaped box of chocolates, but Megan says look for extra discounts.
Target has some deals on their Cartwheel app where you get an extra percentage off of the chocolate that's already on sale.
And if she or he is a coffee drinker, another $10 gets you a decorative insulated mug. That will remind them of Valentine's Day all year long. Yeah, that would be so nice. Finally, in case you missed it, on WCPO.com or my John Mattery's Facebook page, see my report on the battle of the TV streaming services. I compared Sling TV, YouTube TV, Hulu, and many more to find you the best streaming TV plan so you save money, you don't waste your money. Kristen?